Hey, I'm Mike.
Hey, I'm Chris.
This is Mike and Chris Reloaded
Hey, Mike, did I tell you I ordered a new game for my original Nintendo?
for your original Nintendo.
Yeah, man, you'd actually like it. It's Nobunaga's Ambition.
Oh, I would like it.
Yes, I know how you love those strategy type games and stuff. So I had to bust out my Nintendo and just check, make sure everything was working right. So, I put that in there, played great, and then I threw in old Mario Brothers. I was like, yeah, this is great. And I got to thinking about this. I was like, man, these games are so great back in the day. But then they had to make the movie.
Yeah, they made the movies.
So then I got to thinking, what are the worst movies they made from video games?
There's a pretty big list of them.
Yeah, it is. That sounds like a good podcast idea.
It is. So let's do that.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's just go with the 10 of our worst, what we think is the worst.
All right. No particular order. Just a 10 list of the 10 worst video game movies out there right now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you brought up Super Mario, so let's start off with Super Mario.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely horrible movie.
Yeah.
Which I don't even know what it had to do with the actual game other than the name of the people. It
Yeah.
had Bob Hoskins in it, John Leguizamo, Dennis Hopper played King Koopa.
Yeah.
Of course, the movie came out in 1993, back then when that was actually entertainment.
Yeah, the movie's principle was like what, 65 million years ago, meteor hit Earth and split Earth into two separate parallel universes. One
Yeah,
that the dinosaurs evolved into humanoids,
and
and
it,
one the humans lived in.
yeah, and then the girl, the princess or whatever, she held the little key to syncing the universes together, which is a piece of the meteorite. And of
Yeah.
course, Bob Hoskins plays Mario, and John Leguizamo plays Luigi, his brother,
Yeah.
which is Mario and Luigi Mario with their names. Very,
Yes.
very original.
See, but I mean, it was a stupid movie, but I'm kind of like I'm the torture king. I like watching stupid movies.
We know, Mike. We know.
I do. I mean, they're horrible movies, and you think at the end, what have I watched? But you can't help but laugh your way through the movies,
Oh,
like how
that's
bad they
okay.
are.
That's okay. We got plenty more for you to horribly watch and talk about.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. So, what about what the one that sticks out with me as far as being? I don't know. I wouldn't say the worst, but one of the worst ones that I've watched in a franchise that I absolutely love, with an actor I actually love, is Doom.
Oh, oh, Dwayne the Rock Johnson,
I am a huge The Rock fan. I think he makes any movie good, but this one.
and Carl Urban was in it also.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, and honestly, the movie was absolute crap. But the one thing I did like about the movie is when he went into the old first-person shooter thing.
yeah. Right at
That
the
was
end,
actually kind of cool.
wasn't it at the end?
That was right there towards the end.
Yeah,
That was actually kind of cool. When they went all first-person shooter. And if you think about that movie that just came out, Hardcore Henry, that was all done in first person.
yeah.
So Doom was the originator of it. Just
True.
saying.
True, but
Just saying.
yeah, the basic plot of this is it's just there was a research facility on Mars that had problems, and they sent the Space Marines up to them. And what was there was a creature. I forget what the creature was. Some test thing, or was it an alien?
It was an alien, yeah.
Yeah,
That they used genetic modifications on other things from the alien,
yeah,
and it derived a lot of the stuff you see from the Doom games, a lot of the nostalgic stuff. They had the Pinky, whatever it is, the little weird two creature thing on the wheels, whatever the things are called. I mean, and like I said, the only thing I really remember about this movie is the first person part of it, which was
yeah.
kind of cool. Like I
And
said,
doesn't the Rock die?
yeah, he gets infected with the
Yeah,
mutagen thing
yeah,
or
he died.
whatever.
And I think it's one of the only movies I've seen the Rock die in.
Um,
I can't think of any other ones that he's died. I might be wrong, and I'm sure somebody's going to post on our page that I am wrong, and I encourage you to post on their
didn't he
page.
die in Pain and Gain?
I don't think so. The ones where they're workout buddies and they
Yeah,
want to go. That was stupid too.
yeah, it was real dumb.
Okay, so there's two movies The Rock sucked in.
Um,
He might have. I could be wrong,
who
but let us
knows?
know.
Yeah, if you know a movie that the Rock was killed off in, let us know.
Yeah, tell
Other
me.
than Doom.
Yep. Other than Doom.
But yeah, Space Marines, genetic, whatever, blah blah blah. Of course, the game was awesome.
Yeah, I like the game.
As well as the Mario game was awesome.
Yeah.
And you're going to be sensing a theme with all these games and movies. How the movies absolutely just were atrocious and sucked, but the games were actually really awesome.
True, true, true.
You keeping up with something like that? You want to go first person horror? How about House of the Dead?
Oh yeah, House of the Dead.
The first movie we'll talk about that actually was directed by Uwe Boll, who I've mentioned to you before.
Yeah. Yep.
Kent knows him, and my thing is how in the fuck does he keep coming up with money for all this
Oh
stuff?
damn it! You used the F word.
I did. I got it. Yeah.
That is a good freaking question. See, I had to say frick now because of that. So,
Where does he keep coming up with his money for this stuff? That's what I don't get.
I have no clue.
And you will find out here soon enough. We're going to talk about a few other movies that he's done, but
because I think House of the Dead had a $25 million budget and it only grossed like $3.6 million in the box office or something.
It's horrible. Didn't have. I mean, it had. I think the most notable character in it had Clint Howard.
Yeah.
It had another guy named Jurgen Proncho in it, which he was in a bunch of other movies that we'll mention here too. But the premise of the movie is a bunch of college kids go to a remote island to go on a big rave or whatever, and it's infested by zombies, blah blah blah, and got to survive. But it was just absolutely just horrible. I mean, just the acting on it, the cinematics, just everything was just horrible.
See, I knew this movie was going to suck from the beginning when they meet at the dock and the girls come up, and then all of a sudden there's this love triangle starting to form. I'm like, what the hell am I going to be watching for the next hour and a half? Yeah, it was a bad movie.
It was pretty bad.
But another one, I believe your guy there did this one, Alone in the Dark. If you want to stay on the horror.
Oh my god! And again,
this had a good actor in it too.
This had actually several good actors in it. It had Kristen Slater,
Tara Reid.
It had Stephen Dorff.
Yeah.
Pretty notable people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But again, Uwe Boll directed it. Where does he come up with the money for this crap?
I don't know.
If you don't know the premise of the game itself, it's basically a paranormal detective that investigates creepy shit, and he goes to a house.
Yeah, he's got like a sixth sense of paranormal experience. Like he can detect paranormal stuff.
Yeah, he kind of sees it. He sees dead people.
Yes, kind of like the whole Sixth Sense movie.
I don't know if in the game and the movie are the same name of the guy. In the movie, his name was Edward Carnby. I don't know if it's the same name of the guy in the game or not.
I don't remember. I know his name is Edward in the movie. I don't remember playing the game too well. It's been a while since I played that game.
I know it's one of the first games out there that ever scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. And the movie, it's okay. The guy used to work for Bureau 713, which is like a paranormal division of the government. He becomes a regular detective, and he's searching for a Mayan-like civilization who worshipped alien demons. Yeah, I'll let y'all sink in.
Do we really need to say anything more?
And then the whole main plot of the movie was he's trying to prevent these alien Mayans from invading the Earth through a secret portal.
And do we really need to say any more?
No, we don't need to. We can end on that. It was crap.
Yeah. Okay. So note to self: Mayans end of the world through alien invasion.
That's right.
Wow. Okay then.
That's what the movie was about. I mean, it was more in depth than that, but yeah, it was.
Well, let's keep in this whole horror theme here. How about Blood Rain?
Blood Rain.
Another one, Uwe Boll.
I wanted this to be a good movie.
Yeah, it had Christina Loken in it, who actually played in T3 as the TX, whatever, Terminator chick or whatever.
Right.
But she's smoking hot, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
If
I didn't have a ring, I'd do her.
Yeah, the movie was just absolutely just atrocious. And again, it had some pretty well-known actors. So, like I said, Christina Loken, Ben Kingsley.
Yeah.
Michael Madsen was in it. Michelle Rodriguez. I mean, it had some pretty notable actors in it.
Yeah. And the movie was... It was bad. It was, if you remember, they were searching for 3 magical talismans that were actually body parts of an ancient vampire that could, like the eyeball that got absorbed into her eye made it so that holy water unaffected her and stuff.
Yeah, well, the premise of it, she's half vampire.
Yeah, she's like a Daphne or
Yeah,
Daphne or
whatever. She was. Her mom was raped by a vampire when she was born, and yeah, so she's like half vampire. So she has certain abilities of vampires, but she doesn't have certain abilities of humans. So
Right, she
blah
don't
blah
have to
blah.
drink blood.
She's like a blade of the ancient whatever, but whatever. But I think Blade's thing was his mom was pregnant with him when she got bit. Is how Blade came about.
Okay.
So, but she didn't get raped, and came
How you
about.
like that?
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's she joins a bunch of whatever vampire hunters to track down the dude, and yeah. So anyway, sheer crap, just like
Yeah,
usual.
shit fest. I can say shit because that's not an F word.
Yeah, and again, Ubi Bowl movie, crap.
Yep.
Check crap.
Crap. Are we sensing a pattern here?
You want to stick with Ubi Bowl again?
Let's stick with Ubi Bowl because I think he's made every crappy freaking video game movie out
How
there.
about the one you just had to watch twice?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Thanks for
wow.
that.
Yeah, I try.
Far Cry.
Oh, again, great game. Great
Oh, I
games.
love the first Far Cry game.
The first one, actually, all of them have been pretty good.
I didn't care too much for the other ones. The
The
first
second one was when he was in some kind of African jungle or something.
Yeah.
Far Cry 3 was the one with the brother or whatever that was on the island.
Yep.
Paratrooping down, and then Far Cry 4 was really good.
I didn't.
That
Play
was
Far Cry 4.
you're like the little spy guy, and you have to, or you're the son of the ex king of the land, and you brought back, and it was really good. I've never played Far Cry Primal, but everyone said that's pretty good too. Great games, crap movie.
Yeah. So it's basically what a journalist is receiving emails about a private secluded island where they're developing superhuman soldiers.
Something like that, yeah. And then the guy who takes her, who's played by Till Schweiger, is
Jack Carter.
yeah, he takes her to he's an ex special forces, whatever, but now he just runs a little tugboat.
Yeah, he's a little skipper captain or whatever.
Takes her to the island, and then he gets caught up in the entanglement of it. I mean, it sounds like a good plot. It's just, again, crap acting, crap whatever, and just, I mean,
yeah.
And I go back to the same thing. Where does this guy keep coming up with money for this crap?
I don't know, because his movies don't make shit. They don't make no money. I mean, it's a crap fest. The only following that these movies have are cult followings. Retarded people like me who like to watch, stupid movies and get a good laugh out of it.
Yeah, there's definitely good laughs in there.
Well, it's funny because if you think about it, these people are trying their hardest to act.
Yeah.
They're not purposely sucking. They think they're doing good. so I mean, if you go into that premise when you watch these movies, that these people are doing all in their power to put on the best performance of their life, and they suck ass.
Yes.
It's hilarious.
And it wasn't that long ago. It came out in 2008. So
Yep.
Not that long ago. So it's not like it was like back in the 90s, like the Mario, movie. Or how about in 99, Wing Commander?
Oh, Wing Commander. Another good one. Did Ubi Bowl do that one too?
No, actually, Ubi Bowl did not do that one. However, I'm also sensing a pattern here too. Freddie Prinze Jr. was in it.
Oh, well, yeah, that's and Matthew Lillard. Yeah. I love Matthew Lillard though. I do.
Okay.
I think he's hilarious. What was the haunted house one that he was in?
13 Ghosts.
13 Ghosts. I love that movie.
That was a pretty good movie. Of course, they were both in Scooby Doo.
Scooby Doo. I like Scooby Doo too because of my kids. I gotta watch that stuff. So, but yeah, Wing Commander. It was basically a cat-like empire that what they call Kilrathi. Want to destroy the human race. They want to wipe out all humans.
Which in the original video game, which was just on PC, but the original video game had Mark Hamill did the voice of the commander.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. God, I gotta pay attention to some stuff.
So you got some pretty and the game was actually really good. It was really popular, super popular. They
Yeah.
made like 3 or 4 different Wing Commander, 3, 4, or 5, a bunch
And
of.
didn't they come out with them on the arcade too? Xbox Arcade.
I think so. I'd have to look into that. I'm not
I
sure.
think so. I'm getting nostalgic that they gave one away for free or something.
It's a possibility.
1 month. So.
But the kid is Freddie Prinze Jr. plays a soldier, joins, but he's like half something. What do they call that? They're like, I guess, the gypsies of space or whatever.
Yeah.
And they called them, I can't remember what they called them now, the navigators or something. They were able to navigate the stars by just looking at the stars.
Right.
Plot path courses, because I guess they can jump through wormhole things. But they're able to do it just naturally or something. And he's like half that or something. Or his dad was military and his mom was a gypsy or whatever. Who knows? But, again, sheer crap.
It was a shit fest.
Of course, then again, it came back out in the 90s, and you know how crap in the 90s were to us kids or whatever. Ooh, this is the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah, I remember liking that movie when I saw it in '99.
And now we look at it now, it's like, oh my god, what were they thinking?
I was like, ooh, Freddie Prinze Jr., all right. And now I'm like...
oh, Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so moving on.
Let's get away from this stuff. How about some fighting games that made into movies?
Fighting games like Dead or Alive?
Oh god, you had to start with the worst one, didn't you?
I did. I came out in
my
2006. I mean, that was within the last 10, 11 years.
Oh my lord.
They really tried. And is this not a Newbie Bowl movie too?
It is not a Newbie Bowl movie.
Oh, really?
Actually.
Okay. See, I don't know.
Because
it's bad.
Yeah, it's horrible. But the women in it were smoking hot.
Oh yeah.
Devin Aoki, Jamie Presley. I mean, just wow. Just of course, if you've ever played a DOA game.
Yeah, I mean they're half naked.
That's what the whole game's about, anyways. Is the women are half naked. So.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a running thing. They even made the volleyball one, the DOA volleyball, whatever, where it's just nothing but the women on bikinis playing volleyball.
Yep.
So, but yeah, same concept. Best fighters invited to the tournament to, stop evil madman, who's actually played by Eric Roberts.
Yep, he plays Donovan.
Yep, and actually had Kevin Nash was in the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he played Jamie Presley's dad.
Oh, really? Okay.
So,
basically, the like I said, the premise of the story is, 4 girls. It follows 4 girls getting invited to this martial arts competition where the winner gets $10 million, and this Donovan guy has been lying about this chick's brother being killed, and he's got him tied up somewhere in some place, and they gotta go try and rescue him while still fighting in the tournament.
Yep.
Is that about the plot of the movie?
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
You fall asleep?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think I fell asleep during the movie, too.
Yeah.
Sheer crap.
Crap.
On the crap-o-meter, it is up there.
Crap.
Speaking of crap, how about Double Dragon?
Oh, Double Dragon.
Great game. Absolutely fantastic game. It spawned several sequels. I'm glad the movie did not spawn any sequels. This movie was just, oh my god. And again, not a Ubi Bowl movie, but they had a lot of star power in it. Lisa Milano, Mark DeCosco, Scott Wolf. Back then, again, of course, the movie came out in 1994.
Yeah, none of these guys are famous anymore.
Yeah, no. And I'm just like...
This probably killed their career.
Wow. I remember watching this movie, and just... Wow.
Yeah, it's they got this medallion called the Double Dragon medallion.
Yeah, each one has a half of it.
Yeah, each one carries half, and the main protagonist, Shuko, I don't know his first name.
That's close enough.
But Shuko is a crime lord. He wants to obtain this because the medallion together possesses the ability to go into a shadowy form.
For him.
Yeah. Yeah.
For the Double Dragon brothers, Billy and I don't know, Jimmy and Billy. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
They when they form it together, they form the Double Dragons, each one of them has a certain ability, so they can do something special. Which I do remember when they do that. Finally, do that. He like goes in there and they start acting all. It's just, oh god, horrible, 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 horrible.
It was horrible. To stay on subject with that, we'll go right into another fighting
Oh
game.
god.
And I actually really liked this movie when I was a kid. I'm telling you, I did. I loved it.
Oddly
Now,
enough, came out the same year as Double Dragon.
yep. And compared to Double Dragon, this movie's a gem. I'm telling you, it's got Jean-Claude Van Damme in it.
I don't know,
It's
man.
it's
That's
it's
saying a lot.
Street Fighter.
Raul Julia plays Bison.
Yep.
Now, something I did not know until here recently, actually, and she's one of my, she's not one of my all-time favorite singers, but I really like her music, and she's smoking hot. But Kylie Minogue played Cammy.
Oh, really?
I did not know that till here just recently when I was researching this.
I did not know that either.
And I
Mm.
love me some Kylie Minogue. She's smoking hot.
She is. I hope my wife don't listen to this because I say a lot of people are smoking hot too.
I don't think your wife listens to it at all.
No, I think I'm safe. Nobody tell her, okay? Please don't tell on me. But basically, this movie, Bison, he captures 3 Allied Nation workers, and he demands Guile, that's who Jean-Claude Van Damme Jean-Luc plays, demands him to bring him $20 billion. And Guile refuses. And it's their search for Bison to get those workers back. Hey, there's explosions. Shit blows up. And Guile does the upside down tornado kick thing. I mean, that's got to be something right there. It was terrible. I don't know how I liked it when I was a kid.
I don't
even think I was a kid in 94. Was I? What, 79, 89? Oh, yeah, I was still 15. Right around 15, 16.
Yeah.
I was a kid.
That explains a lot, too.
So, I mean.
Yeah, it's, yeah. So, yeah. That's, yeah. That's all I can say about that movie.
Yeah. I'm telling you guys, if you take this list with a grain of salt, get drunk, get high, one of the two, sit back down and rewatch these movies. I'm telling you, you will laugh your ass off.
Of course, some of these movies actually spawned sequels.
Yes, Chun-Li.
Yeah, the Street Fighter, Legend of Chun-Li. How, I don't know. The House of the Dead, I think, had 1 or 2 more after that. How, I don't know.
And Blood Rain had
like
5.
30. Who knows how the hell that kept going. Of course, I think after a while they cast different actresses in it. I think at one point in time they just picked up some street woman. I mean, who knows? All I'm saying is, yeah, back in the 90s, early 2090s, yeah, maybe production wasn't as good as it was today. But there still shouldn't be no excuse why they shouldn't be able to put out something today.
Yeah.
With a good storyline. I mean, look at the way they do the Marvel movies, the way they do, even the TV series and stuff like that. Well, you can't tell me they can't find some writers and write a good story or something.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to binge Iron Fist, but that's coming soon.
I did, actually. I watched it all yesterday.
Did you watch it all yesterday?
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I plan on doing it this next week. My kids are off school for spring break, so.
Yeah, I was a little surprised. It starts off a little slow, and it gets a little, what's the word I'm looking for? He gets a little childish, I guess, because you kind of see why, though. But it was decent. It was decent, and I mean, it wasn't as good as Daredevil, the first Daredevil. I still haven't watched the second season of Daredevil, but it wasn't near as good as that. And Jessica Jones was. I thought that was okay too, but I think Iron Fist was a little better than Jessica Jones. For me.
Really? Yeah, Jessica Jones wasn't bad. But Luke Cage was better than Jessica Jones.
See, I haven't seen Luke Cage yet either, so
that's pretty
it's
good.
on my list.
But to bring us back to the topic here is you say why can't they produce better movies based on video games? Well, they have attempted, and neither one of us have had the opportunity with the Assassin's Creed movie. We haven't.
I tried watching it the other day, ended up kind of falling asleep to it. But I mean, the production on it looked really good, and it looked like they had good production of it. But it's just the storyline kept bouncing back and forth, and you kind of just lost it after a while. And I'm like,
kind of like the game does.
kind of, yeah. Yeah.
Like the
So
game goes,
so maybe
you're
it's
here,
identical to the
now you're
game.
here, now you're
Maybe it
here.
is identical to the game
I
then.
don't know.
Well, they've got some other ones in the works. Last of Us movie. They're talking about. So I mean, hopefully they'll be able to do well with them. Um, I don't know if I really want to watch the Last of Us movie because I absolutely love the game. It's one of my all-time favorite games,
Yeah, it's my wife and daughter's favorite game too, is Last of
and
Us.
I don't know if I'd want to watch it to ruin the actual movie or ruin the actual game. So that's kind of one of those things you just don't know about. I mean, they've got a few other ones lined up for making movies off of games and stuff too, but uh, and I just like I said, I don't see how you could nowadays with what people can do, how you cannot make a good movie
Hmm.
with based off of that.
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, the technology is there. We should be able to get some kick-ass. But I heard with the Assassin's Creed though that the special effects and everything were spot on.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, it looks really good.
it's a story that's lacking challenge. So I
Oh yeah,
mean, maybe we get some good writers in on these new movies coming out. I'm not done watching video game movies, even if they're bad. I will still enjoy them.
unfortunately, I'm not either.
So
Which is why I like. That's why I told you before. I like the cinematic games. So it's something that tells a story, and you can
mhm.
watch these games and like just tell just this fantastic story. And it's just like, oh my god, you're so immersed in it, and then you actually get to play in it. It's like you're there and you're doing whatever. Kind of like how I'll be playing Mass Effect Andromeda tomorrow, Mike.
Yeah. I have a chance. I have a shot. It's shipped out of the Tampa warehouse, so there is a possibility that I do get it in a day.
It is possible.
Most likely, I won't be getting it until Wednesday, but either way, I'll just cry. But anyways, that's all we got for you. Just want to tell you guys to make sure to rate us if you're watching us on listening to us. Not watching. If you're watching us, I'm scared. If you're listening to us on Stitcher, iTunes, or any other podcast directory, please go ahead and like us or rate us. And if you don't like us, you can put that there. It won't hurt us. Hurt our feelings.
Yep. Also, don't forget to leave us some comments of anything you think. Maybe there's a game out there you wouldn't mind seeing made into a movie, or maybe you watched something that we missed or here that you thought was really atrocious. Leave us a comment on that. Let us know what you think about that.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
We're on
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Google Plus,
YouTube,
YouTube,
iHeart,
iHeartRadio,
iTunes,
iTunes,
and don't forget our website,
Stitcher. Yeah, our website, www.mikeandchrisreloaded.libsyn.
.com.
That's right.
LIBSYN.
All right. You guys have a good evening. I am out.
Appreciate it.